Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Operating from the gun, Robbins. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw on 3rd down, Robbins. And it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mixon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kowalski. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Room here to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Kowalski. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 35 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Robbins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run right here with Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun now on third down. Rolling to his right. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Kowalski. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To throw on 2nd down, Robbins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Kowalski. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown,
Amari Cooper, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 10. Chase McLaughlin set to kick
Following the
off.
touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brought down by D.J. Waddle.
Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off-play action. Kowalski. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aleem McNeil
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Throwing on third and long. Kowalski under pressure. They got him again. Bobby Wagner, his second sack of the night.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On third down, Robbins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Robbins. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Kowalski. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down. Kowalski, quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Kowalski firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down, Kowalski. And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down. Kowalski. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Kowalski, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, but we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down at 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Robbins. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Kowalski.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Kowalski. And he comes back with one complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Robbins. That'll be caught by Kupp.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Robbins. And he's got it.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Joe Mixon. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one complete to Smith. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kowalski out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants, so the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late.